Hey guys, so I'm gonna make this update real quick, and I'm not going to be live streaming for a few months. I mean weeks. I'm not gonna be live streaming for a few weeks because I'm gonna be at Paradox for a few weeks. And yeah. Also, I want to address to some people about their controversy thing about the Afton ending, just because Gregory found a comic strip in just because Cassie found a comic strip in there. Now, just because it has that, it does not mean that the Afton ending didn't happen. Sure, we found comic strips of different endings, such as the alleyway ending, the loading dock ending, the fire skate ending, the disassemble Vanny ending. But I assure you that I still believe that both endings of the Afton ending and the Princess Quest ending still happen. Evidence for the Afton ending is that, obviously, for one, in the files, it is called the true ending, and it's the only animated cutscene while everything else is in comics. Two, the newspapers that we see at the beginning of Ruin mentions about an earthquake, which is obviously the sinkhole opening up. 3, once we go down under Roxanne Raceways, we can see that the gate and everything else underneath after we go down the elevator is all crumbled up. Now, I know people are controversial because of what Freddy says about the elevator, but if you listen to him carefully, he says, I don't think it can survive more than one trip. He says, I don't think, instead of I don't believe. There is a difference. When people say, I think that could happen, that clearly means that they're not sure. Anyways, moving on. 4, just because the burn trap boiler room is not burnt does not mean that the Afton ending is canon. Maybe the construction workers are trying to rebuild it from the ground up, as we see by the forklifts and one of those cover things that was used for construction. So yeah, those are just my reasons on why I still believe that the burn trap ending still happen, and also the blob make its brief appearance. And then we move on, that I believe that the Princess Quest ending is also the true ending, because for one, there is no presence of Vanny anywhere in Ruin. And 2, it's the only 3-star ending. And 3, both the Burn Trap ending and the Princess Quest ending are the only 2 endings of characters sitting on top of the hill. Which clearly means that both endings happened. First the Burn Trap ending, and then later the Princess Quest ending. Now, I think that Afton is still trapped inside the blob, while the mimic is still underneath the FNAF 6 location, or the Pizzaplex, because Gregory did say that the thing has been trapped. He says, quote, the things has been, quote, trapped down there a really long time. Meaning that it's been trapped down there for a few years. So, yeah, that's what I want to get out of the way. And, yeah. Oh, and one more thing. I believe that Ruin end with us going down the elevator and then the elevator dropping and Cassie screaming before it fades to black. And after the end credits, Roxanne Wolf says Cassie's name. And because of Ruin is connected to Princess Quest, there are a few connections there. For one, the waterfall that we find almost near the end of the game almost matches up at the beginning of Princess Quest 2. 2, the Vanny mask that we find is the same one from Help Wanted, and the mask bot gives us the Vanny mask, which lets us go into the Vanny network. 3, the glitching rabbit figure that was chasing us is a complete parallel to the floating glitching rabbits that attacks us in Princess Quest. 4, the destruction of the Pizzaplex almost matches up with the castle. 5, when Cassie is deactivating or turning off the security nodes or shutting it down, it is a complete parallel of the princess lighting up the torches in Princess Quest in order to open the doors. And finally, number 5, the lantern that the princess is holding is a parallel to the flashlight / the Faz wrench that Cassie holds. And finally, number 5. And finally, oh yeah. And finally, when Cassie was being dropped with the elevator at the end of Ruin, which I believe to be the true ending, it almost matches up with Cassie going down a long hallway and meeting up with, which matches up with the princess or Cassidy going down a long hallway, lighting up the final torch before taken out by Glitch Trap, which could match up with Cassie opening up the final door before meeting up with the Mimic, and before the door or the elevator drops down on her. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say, and I hope this explanation clarifies the things. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.